Well, we just talked about the arts market. Now we're going to talk to one of the artists who utilizes that space to create, work, and sell. Is that what it is? Create, sell, and shop. That's what it is. And so AJ Geensen is here. She is a self-proclaimed designer and treasure hunter. What does that mean?
Well, I take antiques and vintage items and sometimes salvaged material, and I create pieces of furniture, storage solutions, and lighting. So I basically give these discarded pieces a new home.
Well, like you're a hoarder that actually does something with the things that they hoard. Is that what you're saying?
Basically, I try not to be a hoarder, but yes, I'm all about taking these discarded pieces and giving them new life.
I have such respect for you because I'm sure there are many benefits to reclaiming and repurposing these items.
Yes, there's so much waste that happens, and there's so many pieces of furniture that people buy that are just junk. Honestly, the new furniture that you buy that's cheap, that you might come from IKEA, it's problematic because after a year it breaks. And my furniture pieces are used with reclaimed wood and using antiques that have been, around for 100 years. Sometimes.
Well, look at this, for example. This is a projector, and it's so solidly made.
Yes.
It's not going anywhere.
And beautiful, like the
Beautiful.
craftsmanship, you don't get that anymore.
So you looked at this projector and immediately thought, lamp?
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, lighting is a huge passion of mine. And so I have a lot of projector lamps that I like to make. I also make lights out of industrial pipe and gauges, and also out of things like polymeters. So anything that isn't working anymore, so equipment that has like this cool look to it, I like to use it and make it into lamps.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And now it's got a new life. And how about this gorgeous suitcase or trunk or whatever? What would you call this?
So this is a vintage luggage piece. I love trunks. It's so important to preserve family legacy. So often I have clients who have trunks where their family has come overseas with it, and it's just lying in the basement collecting dust because it might be a little too worn for their modern decor. So a lot of people come to me to restore them or repurpose them. Like for this one, I put legs on it, and it's still useful as a piece of storage.
Yeah, this opens up.
And a coffee table.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
This can be a coffee table or a bench or side table or anything.
Yeah.
Tell me about this beautiful piece of wood.
So I love working with reclaimed wood or live edge. So this is a piece of live edge black walnut.
Meaning it hasn't been squared off
Exactly.
or anything like that.
Yeah, and I make sure to use like trees that have fallen. I have a source for my wood, and it's all kiln dried, which is important because people use wood that isn't kiln dried and it ends up warping. So it's very important to use the proper materials.
This is gorgeous. You've also brought some pictures because you do so many different things. Talk to me about some of the things we're going to see.
So my business has moved, as Daniel was saying, from vintage, but also now into custom work. So I do a lot of custom shelving. People in condos these days and in smaller spaces don't have room for things anymore. And there's so much wall space. So I go in and I do reclaimed shelving with using pipe and industrial style, which gives character and warmth to the space, but also gives you that chance to, say, remove that bookshelf and then have more usable space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one.
Yeah, I also, I've used industrial shelving, little drawers and storage units, and put wood and made them into console tables.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And I love using sewing machine bases
No.
to make desks. Yeah.
Well, those antique sewing machines, yes, that makes a perfect desk,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Well, they're so durable and so strong, and we're so well made. And now, people are putting them on the side of the street, and they're not using them anymore. And so I see the beauty in them, and I'd love it to be something that can be passed down.
Tell me about the carts and coffee tables.
Yes, actually that was one of my first pieces that I did for my own home. It was a factory cart, and usually they were used in industrial factories to move big pieces of furniture and big pieces of equipment around.
How old is this?
100 years old.
Go on.
Yeah, well, close to it, the 1920s. Yeah.
And your brain just immediately comes up with all the possibilities? You
Well,
see it, you visualize it.
Yeah, it's they're cast iron wheels and solid wood, and they can be moved around. So if you want to have a dance party, you just move it aside.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the custom closets.
Yes. Yeah, I've had a lot of clients that they have a wall space. They don't exactly have enough closets, right? So they have a wall space that they're not utilizing, and I can utilize any wall space and turn it into a custom closet.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, how do we get in touch with you so that we can get some custom work done, or how can we just come shop and buy your beautiful reclaimed pieces?
Well,
Tell us what to do.
So I am based out of the Arts Market. I'm in 2 of their locations in the East End, one in Lesserville and one in Riverside. It's a great space to come and check out my pieces. I have a lot of items up for sale, but I also can book a time to meet you there and talk about what solutions you need, right? What designs you'd like me to build for you. Or you can also go on my website, www.ajantiquerevival.com.
And that's what's on your shirt,
Right here. Yeah.
There you go.
And you can check out my stuff, and you can get an idea of maybe some things that you have had in your basement and you don't know what to do with it. I love taking grandma's old piece of furniture and making it work with your decor.
Fantastic. And so Grandma can be with us,
Exactly.
and we're finding a use for it. Thank you so much. Continue with your amazing work.
Thank you so much.